Hello, my little weirdos. Um, if any New Jersey um, Democratic leadership wants to pay attention to what I'm saying, it would probably behoove the Democratic Party. Um, New Jersey is true blue, but it is filled with Republicans. I'm about 30 minutes from Bedminster, and let me tell you, over the last several months, the Trumpy attitude, the Trumpy talk, the freedom to say their sort of things that they say, discriminatory and gloaty, this is Trump country now and shit. That's called stuff those of us not in it see it. Nobody in history has treated, Americans has treated a president or a political candidate the way they treat Trump. It is not Trump country, and it wasn't Obama country, and it wasn't Biden country, and it wasn't Reagan country. It's our fucking country. You get it? Yeah. But see, the thing is, we have an election in June, and we have an election in November. We have a governor who's termed out, Democrat, and there is a very vicious, and I'm not going to say his name, you can look it up, because a vicious Republican he wants to take Jersey in a very not where Jersey wants to go place. Definitely following the fascist shit. We already have governors that are major Republican. I'm going to tell you a very quick story. I called the mayor's, I called one place because I wanted to get some information about where any kind of local protests in my area, and because I'm in the Par-Troy area. And this one reporting place that they have, magazine, so they told me to call the mayor's office. I'm like, why? They said, well, they may be able to know something or send you. I was like, okay. So I was talking to them, and the gal kept saying, well, the one gal that takes care of this is out right now, and what is this about? And I was telling her, and I kind of got a little intense. I'm like, we cannot let him tear this country apart. This state, and I was going on, and for your information, and this is true, Republicans, after they got Pennsylvania supposedly to flip red in the election for the president, they literally have said they've got their eye on flipping Jersey red. This is important. Our incumbent cannot run anymore. Okay, he's termed out. Our representative, Mikey Sherrill, a veteran, for our House representative, is running against this asshole. Okay, and I'm not going to say his name because I don't want his name stuck in your head. I want Mikey Sherrill in your head. But if she does win, we still have a representative seat that we have to keep Democrat. When I called that mayor's office and I asked, and I was talking to that woman, if we were talking long enough, and she goes, oh, wait, she's here. Hang on. And when I got on, she told me, the woman said something about Avery. I don't know if that was a first name, a last name. But I asked about protests, and she had a very haughty attitude. And she goes, what protests? Anti-Trump? That's the way she said it. And she goes, I'm Republican, and I was like, oh, I was so pissed at that point that I just fucking hung up on her. And I immediately made my daily call to Mikey Sherrill's office. And I told that rep, because I got a rep, exactly what happened. I said, is that not a breach of protocol? You don't, yeah, we can find out if you're what party you're registered under. if we wanted to look, but they're not supposed to be partisan and just announce it to a constituent like that. I mean, I asked the rep, and she was like, I'm not sure, I can't say officially. I was like, right, because you're kind of like me, you're just manning the phones. I said, you're not sure? She goes, yeah. I said, but it kind of sounds like you're not supposed to say that, right? Because like judges and people that are holding office are not supposed to be sitting there saying, I'm only going to work for the Republicans, or I'm only going to work that. You're not supposed to do that. It's like when in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, pissed me off that they didn't do another hearings when that judge called him son when he was on the stand. That alone should have gotten that case tossed out, because he's already ingratiated himself to the person on trial. You're not supposed to be partisan. I mean, yes, that's what the big furor was about Alito flying the flags, he's a SCOTUS. You can have your opinions, but when you're in those positions of power, you're not allowed to just be partisan. Otherwise, you're not fit for that job. That if you cannot do that and work for everybody in that area that you're supposed to be taking care of, if you already know, oh well, it's a Republican, I'm going to say yes to their permit. Oh, it's a Democrat. Oh, I think we have too many already of that. You know what I'm saying? They're not allowed to do that. And the gal at Mikey Sherrill's office, she goes, I said, I'm asking you as a person, like you and me, am I wrong? Or was I just miffed? And she goes, no, I'm not giving anything official, but it does to me too as a person. She said, that sounds like it's not something you're supposed to be saying. You know, shutting down a constituent just because you don't like what they say. Because they're fucking emboldened now. Probably wouldn't have done that last year. But now she's emboldened because her attitude is, what are you going to do even if you bring this further? It's Trump country now. It's happening in Jersey, people. Bernie, AOC, Jasmine Crockett, y'all get your fucking... There's going to be a lot of election shit going on in here. And you cannot wait till the last minute to come trotting in here and try to scurry up, giving a damn and opposition from the Democrats here and the independents. June! I know, because I worked the effing elections and I got a schedule of when the elections are. Can you work on this one? Can you work on this one? Can you work this? Which days can you work? I am telling you. There's going to be, if she wins, a seat. And we already have Republican stronghold pockets here. Okay? And they're just getting wider. You can't wait like you always do to a month or two before a fucking election. Because Republican Magpublicans is what it really is. The only thing that keeps in their head, and I hate to say it this way, is brainwashing. But repeatedly, repeating things. Having something one day and saying something, and having something the next day and saying something. Why do you think they go to every damn rally? Why do you think people were, this is my 40th rally? Because they keep hearing the same thing. Most typical people's brains are like, I don't want to keep hearing the same thing. We've got that. Tell us what else, right? They stop there. So you need to keep it up. You need to keep it up. You need to keep it up for more than just a few effing weeks. Swing by right now. Swing by in another month. You don't have to be here the entire 3 months. I'm just saying you're ignoring fucking Jersey. I get that Wisconsin had the Supreme Court race. I get that Florida had stuff. I get that. But you're not, I don't hear anybody talking about Jersey. You guys are gonna fucking lose Jersey if you don't start stepping up and paying attention. And paying attention to the little channels in your state. To the everyday people like me. And that's going to be at the Democrats' peril. Because I'm telling you, Republicans are already working on it. They're already working here in Jersey. And you need to get here now and keep that presence periodically. You haven't done any town halls here. You're going to lose Jersey if you don't step it up over here. I have nothing to gain by lying to you. You're ignoring Jersey like you fucking ignore her every election. Because you've taken us for granted. And the Republicans know that. Wake the fuck up, Democrats! This is my state, damn it! You're fucking playing games by not getting here and rallying people up! Nobody fucking listens to me because I'm not endorsed by you, because you don't bother doing grassroots things and giving some people, meeting with people that are willing to speak up and be an activist for you. But you just want to keep it in your old little ratty ass old fucking group. You need to get out and fucking people that are willing to see where they stand, see if they fit. Well, yeah, okay. Give this a little bit of like polishing and actually put an endorsement on people. So if you don't want to get your ass here, people say, oh, well, the Democratic Party is they're speaking for them. But we can't do that and get situations for us to be at. Get me to it. I mean, this is the shit that you should be doing. But you're not listening right now. All of you are not. Some are. You need to pay attention to New Jersey for a change, because it's going to come and bite you in the ass if you don't. I'm trying to give you warnings, and this is not the first video I've done. I've done graphics. Do not blame me if Democrats lose Jersey. You can only blame yourself, you Democratic leaders, because I'm telling you over and over, and you're just not paying attention to anything other than the known channels. The known channels started little too. You've got a little person here in a sea that's trying to call to your attention a problem and stop it before it gets worse, before you can't control that. Now is when you can control it. Wait too much longer, and I'm telling you, Jersey may slip through your fucking fingers and land solidly in the Republicans' lap if you do not start listening.